David, you must have had a day yesterday because last night we were texting about something, and I was like, "I've got your back, David." Like you're like, "You too, Megan," with a ton of exclamation points. Like, appreciate you, and I literally go, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yes." I go, "Promise."
Yeah, that was a little strange. But Megan, I'm sorry that I made you cry that day.
Thank you.
Megan, I wanted to ask you: would you ever want to be a publicist for anybody like cooler? Like, do you know what I mean? Like yes. in a perfect world.
Chrissy Teigen.
In a perfect world.
Yeah, Chrissy Teigen is my dream client. Do you actually want to know an answer?
Yeah, like in a perfect world, would you rather be like, hey,
do you want a real story here?
In a perfect world, would you rather be Kevin Hart's publicist or my publicist?
Why can't I be both?
Okay, no, I know, but I'm
So,
I'm
okay,
not
to give you context.
Okay.
So the reason I am in the digital space, this is really cheesy, but in college, when I was studying PR, I would watch YouTube, like, just as my downtime. That was kind of like what I enjoyed. And I'm a little older than you, 2 years, but I just missed that gap where like YouTube was the entertainment.
Right.
So all my friends are like, "Why do you watch YouTube all the time? Like, what is this?" I didn't watch you, but it was like Jenna Marbles, like that kind of
like
era.
OG YouTube.
Yeah. And then I think it was senior year, and I was a PR major, and I was like, how do I merge these two? Because I was doing like food PR, and there wasn't really entertainment in Boston. And one of my friends was like, well, why don't you try merging, your love for YouTube and PR? Oh. So I found a company that did it, and I cold called them, and they hired me as a temp.
Wow. And then how did we get paired up? I
became an assistant there. So I was a temp there for like a month maybe, and then they made me an assistant. And I worked with like a bunch of different influencers and events and just like kind of got my way in. And then I was working the Streamies. I was their publicist. And you were, top of our list. You guys all were coming. And so I had printed out your name tags, and I was going to walk you guys down the carpet. And I remember I was emailing with Jack, and he was like, "Hey, so my name's Jack Reed. I'm David's manager. I'm going to be bringing Natalie. She's going to walk the guys down." And I was like, "Natalie, like the assistant? I was like, does he not have a publicist?" And then you showed up to the Streamies carpet, and I kind of grabbed you, and I was like, "I can help you walk down." And so we started doing interviews together down the carpet.
I kind of grabbed you and I threw you in a closet.
I basically kidnapped you that day.
Right.
And then I think after that, I met Jack that night, and I was like, we should work together. And then you had me come over to the house. And the very first time I met you, the second time, I guess, you brought like a flamethrower to answer the door. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At what age did you know you wouldn't be a pop star?
Good question. I'm still hoping for that.
That's so
interesting. If I could sing, it would happen.
First impression of me, go.
Very charming.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought it was going to be mean.
That's your first impression.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be mean.
First impression of me, go.
Also charming. You were really funny because I think you were
Stinky.
so like. What'd you say?
Stinky.
Your feet were stinky. Actually, I just remembered the first time I ever saw your face. Did you have at VidCon one year have a car with your face all over it?
Yeah, it was Todd's car. Yeah.
Okay, that was the first time I saw. I was like, "Who is this kid?"
So weird.
That is everywhere.
That's so weird. That's how Taylor saw me for the first time.
Stop.
Yeah, Taylor.
That's so weird.
Taylor used to live in the same apartment as Corinna, Todd's ex.
Oh yeah.
And Todd would park
I
right.
know Corinna.
Yeah, no, but just for people listening.
Oh yeah.
You forget we're doing a podcast.
Sorry, I thought we were just talking.
Todd would park right next to Taylor's car.
Oh,
and Taylor showed me
funny.
Snapchats where she would Snapchat the car, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh my God, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
and now, yeah, Taylor works here, and now you work with us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Doing the carpet's bizarre though. It never feels like I should be there.
I fucking hate doing the carpets.
Like I don't understand that mindset. Like
it also sucks. Like when we went to the Endgame premiere, that was like my least favorite carpet.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that's tough. You were up against like.
Well, because
That's when you saw Natalie
biggest
Portman.
stars.
No. I loved being there,
Oh.
but I hated walking it. Like you made me walk it. Remember?
You made me.
No, you did.
It's a huge deal. Yeah, I made you walk it.
I know, but it's like I was right after Paul Rudd and fucking like I think it was Mark Ruffalo.
And tell people what it's like. It's I don't know, Megan. There's 400 camera people all on
It's overwhelming,
tiers.
and
there's like
It's Endgame.
You know what it is?
The biggest
First of
movie
all,
of the year.
it's the big. It was the biggest. It was the biggest Avengers movie ever, and all the superheroes are coming. This is a big deal. It's a very small premiere. Like it's literally. I don't know how we got into the premiere.
You have a
It was
really good
so
publicist.
intimate. It was literally the actors and us. Like I fucking shit you not. And And yeah, they're
You're
all
looking at
walking
it.
in. Obviously, all the camera guys are like, Scarlett Johansson, Scarlett over here. And like everybody knows everybody's fucking name. And like sometimes, well, a lot of times on carpets, like there's a lot of people that come onto the carpets that maybe not every photographer knows. So like publicists will have to hold up signs with the person's name on it.
It's actually for spelling.
Oh, it's for spelling?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so then Megan comes up, everyone's going, Paul, over here, Paul Rudd, over here, Robert, Downey, right here, Natalie, and they're all screaming these like, huge stars' names, and then I'm like, I'm not fucking walking after these fucking people. Like no one's gonna want to take a picture of me. And then Megan goes, you gotta do it. And Megan
Sounds just
That's what I
like
sound
her.
like.
yeah, that's what Megan sounds like on
No,
the carpet.
David does the meanest impersonation of me.
Yeah.
But
It's like, oh,
horrifying.
you gotta do the carpet, David.
There was a bit of confusion when you got on the carpet.
so here's the thing.
Yeah, and then Megan's
But,
standing there holding my
people
name,
weren't,
David
like,
Dobrik.
completely disappointed. They were like,
No, you
okay,
were-
we'll shoot
you
this
were
guy. Like maybe he's in the
invited
movie.
I know I was
to walk
invited.
the carpet.
I know Megan. I'm telling you, Megan is like I'm a glass half empty kind of guy,
Yeah.
and she's like a glass half full, and also I think it kind of looks completely full to me. That's the kind of girl Megan is. Megan's like, I think we have enough here for a couple people. Megan's like a super overly optimistic person.
Yeah.
Where like that's exactly where we differ, and that's why we got into that one fight in New York about like how like she hypes me up too much because I get so uncomfortable by it, and like she's just like, you deserve to be on this carpet, and I'm just
I have
like
to balance you.
and I'm just like, this is so fucking weird. I shouldn't be on this carpet. And like, it's just weird to hear all the cameras go, and then when I step on, it goes
That is not true.
Click, click.
That's just not
click.
true.
And then Paul Rudd comes back. He puts his foot in, and it goes, and it's
He's
just like
lying.
it just feels. I mean,
You're
that is
right.
it is
No,
true.
it's not.
No, it is true.
But I'm sure, like even like Paul Rudd probably felt weird that night
It's
because
overwhelming.
he's like he thinks everyone wants to talk to Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, but he probably looked at me and he's like, well, at least I'm not that guy.
To be fair.
He looked at me and he's like, at least I'm a fucking superhero. But
I
yeah,
maybe am, man,
no,
but-
I get it. No, but I appreciate Megan for hyping me up, but it's very scary at times.